What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dino Man Podcast, episode number 13. I'm your host, Tyler Williams, and today we've got an incredible new discovery to talk about, Titanomachia. This relatively small titanosaur from the Late Cretaceous period was discovered just 6 months ago in the La Colonia Formation of Argentina. In this episode, we'll dive into what makes this dino unique, how it was found, and what it means for our understanding of titanosaurs. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe if you want to see more episodes. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so Titanomachia may not be the biggest sauropod ever found, but it's still pretty impressive. Measuring over 20 feet long, around 6 meters, and weighing up to 8 tons, this titanosaur roamed what is now Argentina about 70 to 66 million years ago in the Late Cretaceous period, just before the mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. Now I know what you're thinking. Feet? 8 tons? That's tiny for a sauropod. And you'd be right. Compared to its titanic relatives like Patagotitan or Argentinosaurus, Titanomachia was on the smaller side. But here's the thing, its size doesn't make it any less important. In fact, smaller titanosaurs like this one help us understand more about the diversity within the group. Not all sauropods were gigantic, and Titanomachia is proof that even in the Late Cretaceous, there were variations in size and adaptation. Now, what exactly sets Titanomachia apart from other titanosaurs? Well, paleontologists were especially intrigued by its limb bones and vertebrae. The structure suggests that this dinosaur may have had unique muscle attachments, possibly allowing it to move more efficiently for its size. While it wasn't a giant, it had to be agile enough to avoid predators like Carnotaurus, which also lived in the area during that time. But here's what really makes Titanomachia stand out. Its discovery. It was unearthed in the La Colonia Formation of Patagonia, Argentina, which has become a hotbed for dino finds in recent years. Just 6 months ago in April, a team of paleontologists uncovered its remains during an excavation that had already yielded several species of marine reptiles and theropods. The La Colonia Formation is fascinating because it gives us a glimpse into the ecosystem that existed in South America at the tail end of the age of dinosaurs. The dig site itself was in a remote part of Patagonia, and the excavation took weeks of painstaking work. The team discovered a partial skeleton, including several vertebrae, limb bones, and part of the skull. What's remarkable is that these bones were in such great condition. Often, fossils this old are fragmented or damaged, but Titanomachyia's remains were incredibly well preserved, giving us a clearer picture of what this dinosaur looked like and how it lived. So, why is this important? Well, every new discovery like Titanomachia adds another piece to the puzzle of dinosaur evolution. While we tend to focus on the giants, smaller sauropods like this one remind us that size wasn't everything. It's likely that Titanomachia was better adapted to its environment in ways we're only beginning to understand. This discovery also helps us understand the variety of life forms that thrived in South America during the Late Cretaceous, an era when the land was rich in plant life, providing plenty of food for herbivores like Titanomachia. Now, let's talk a bit about what's next for this discovery. The fossils are currently being studied in detail, and researchers are using high-tech imaging to create 3D models of Titanomachia. These models will help paleontologists reconstruct how it moved and interacted with its environment. There's even talk of adding Titanomachia to some upcoming dinosaur exhibits, so we might get to see life-size reconstructions of this awesome creature sooner rather than later. Of course, this is just the beginning. Paleontologists are still working on uncovering more fossils from the La Colonia Formation, and who knows, there could be even more discoveries waiting to be made. The world of paleontology is always evolving, and every new find gives us a better understanding of the prehistoric world. So, there you have it, Titanomachia, the small but mighty titanosaur from the Late Cretaceous. It may not have been the biggest sauropod, but its discovery is a huge deal for science. It's another reminder that the dinosaurs still have plenty of secrets to reveal, and we're just scratching the surface. Okay, before we wrap things up, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Titanomachia? Do you have any questions about this newly discovered titanosaur? Maybe you're curious about how it compares to other sauropods, or you want to know more about the dig site in Argentina. Drop your questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening to Dino Man Podcast. This is your host, Tyler Williams, signing out.